everyone, today I'm going to share with you the makeup that I had for yesterday's FAWN Google Hangout. It is a modern Egyptian inspired look with a really dark cat eye look and just really subtle blush and lips. So if you guys wanted to watch that, you can also see it on my favorites. And yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys because I know you can't really see very well in the video just because we were streaming live and it was the first chat, so the quality is not that great, but here it is if you guys want to see it, so just keep watching. Okay everyone, I'm using a new camera, so bear with me. It might be a little bit weird at first because I don't really know if things are in focus because this camera is like a point and shoot camera. It's not an actual video camera, so it doesn't have that little lens on the side for me to see what I'm doing. So if things are out of focus and I don't realize it, I'm sorry because I can't see the window. But this does shoot way better quality than my other camera, so that's why I'm going to start using this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tie up my hair and get it out of the way because I cannot stand to do my makeup with my hair down. I don't know if you guys are like that too, but I just like it to be out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Perfecting Luminous Foundation from Sonia Kashuk, and I am in the color Vanilla, and I like just to pump it on the back of my hand. And I am using the Real Techniques buffing brush. Looks like this. I just recently started using this for my foundation and I really like the finish. It just gives me a nice smooth airbrush finish. And the first time I did this, I used to really like press really hard and kind of buff it into my skin, but you don't really need to do that. You just have to have a light touch and it works really well that way. So I'm just lightly doing circular motions just to work it into my skin. And I like this foundation because it gives a natural finish to my skin, almost identical to my natural skin finish. So that's why I like it, because it really suits me very well in that way. And if you watched the FAWN Google Hangout yesterday, if you watched the whole thing, because it was 2 hours, I know it's kind of long, but it was really fun and informative. If you watched it, Jay said that you don't necessarily have to put on concealer first, and you can just go on with foundation and you might not even need concealer. I totally agree with him on that, because most of the time I'll just put on foundation and I won't even put on concealer, depending on how my skin is that day. And before I set it with powder, I do want to do my eyebrows first because I'm using a pencil and it is kind of creamy, so I want to set my brows too, as well as my face. So I'm using the Sonia Kashuk Brow Definer in Taupe. I'm just going to fill in my brows. And I like to add a little bit more color in the front of my brows because I like them to look really long and really frame my eyes. And then I'm just combing it through with a spoolie. Since it is cream, the spoolie will pick up some of that cream and just make it look really natural and less harsh. Okay, now that I have my brows and my foundation on, I'm going to go in with Studio Fix by MAC, and I am in the color NC25 with a Sonia Kashuk powder brush, and I'm just going to apply that all over my face. And what I like about using this brush, since it's so fluffy and super fine, the hairs are really fine, it doesn't deposit that much powder, so it doesn't give me that cakey finish. It just mattifies it slightly. It's still, my skin is still going to have that nice sheen to it. It's just not going to look really shiny. It's just going to be a really nice soft veil over the skin. And of course it's also going to set it and give it a little bit of longevity. Okay, now for the fun part, the eyes. And I'm using my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in 0, which is just a black eyeliner. And I'm going to put this in my waterline and also tightline with it. So we want the inside of our eyes to be really, really dark. And it's okay if it gets underneath, like onto your eyelid, your bottom eyelid, because we're going to smudge it. And sometimes it kind of tickles a little bit when you do it on the top lid. And if that happens and your eyes start to water, you just breathe in through your nose. You just and it kind of like takes away the teariness. And then I'm also gonna line my lash line, but only on the outer half. And then I'm just gonna wing it slightly, and this doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to smudge it out and make it look really soft. Just add a little wing, just really small. And then fill it in only halfway. And now I'm taking a small Sonia Kashuk bamboo brush. This is from one of her bamboo line brushes, and it's just a really small brush, really good for smudging. And I'm just going to use this to smudge out this eyeliner here on the top. I'm just going to smudge it, and you just want to go really slow with this, just to make sure that everything looks really soft, really blended. Okay, so I've already smudged out all my eyeliner, and I also smudged the bottom lash line, and I did it a little bit thicker on the outer half, just so that it gives you more of that cat eye shape, or yeah, the cat eye shape. And then I'm just going to use my Urban Decay Naked palette, the second one, and I'm going to be using the color Blackout, which is this matte black, with the same brush. And I'm just going to place that over the liner, really close to the lash line. And I'm doing this because I just want it to be really dark towards the lash line, because when you smudge it, it kind of loses its pigment a little bit. So I'm just tapping it on there. And you still want it to look smudged out, so you don't want to go all the way up with this. Just stay really close to the lash line. And then I'm also going to put some on the lower lash line as well. And I especially want to get into the inner tear ducts. Especially want to hit it right here. Just because, I don't know, this usually happens to a lot of people, but when you're wearing eyeliner on your waterline, it seems to kind of just go into the tear duct area and kind of just settle there, and then it will start to drip down depending on how teary your eyes get. And towards the end of the day, my eyeliner will be kind of like if I was crying a little bit, but if you put powder there, it's going to act kind of like a gate or a fence to the eyeliner, and it's not going to go down. Okay, now I'm going to use my 24/7 waterproof liquid eyeliner in Perversion by Urban Decay, and it has a really tiny little brush applicator, and I'm just going to line my upper lash line really carefully, really thin. I'm going to wing it out as well. When you're applying eyeliner, what helps a lot is if you rest your pinky on your face, and that's just going to give you more stability. And then I'm just going to bring it down. So that's pretty much for the eyeliner, and just because I wanted a little bit of sparkle in my life, I decided to use this Sonia Kashuk Showstoppers eyeshadow quad from Sonia Kashuk, and I took the white eyeshadow, or the white glitter, and I just applied this in the crease. Because this look is really simple, it's kind of, well, it's not simple, but there's really not really much on the lids. I decided I just wanted some glitter for fun, but you can totally skip this if you don't like it. And now I'm just going to curl my lashes and add mascara. I'm using my Sonia Kashuk eyelash curler. And I'm going to curl my lashes the way Michelle described in her video. So I'm not going to pump so hard. And I'm just going to slightly, to see how it works on me. And I'm just going to lightly squeeze it for 10 seconds. Okay, and now I'm going to go in halfway and only squeeze for 5 seconds. And now I'm using my Sonia Kashuk mascara, and I'm going to apply this to the top and bottom lashes. So these are the eyes finished with my mascara on, and I am going to add some false lashes, and the ones that I'm using are from Sonia Kashuk, and these are the Full Glam eyelashes, and these are my favorite. So I'm just going to add these and then I'll be right back. So these are the eyes finished with the lashes on, and don't you guys think that these lashes are just gorgeous? I love them so much. They're just the perfect lashes. I freaking love them. So now we can move on to the rest of the face. And for bronzer, I'm going to be using Laguna bronzer from NARS, which I absolutely love. You can see that hit pan with that one. And I'm using a Sonia Kashuk bamboo powder brush. And I'm just going to place it here in the hollows of my cheeks, a little bit on my temples, and also across the forehead. And now I'm going to use my favorite blush, well, one of my favorite blushes, and this one is Well Dressed by MAC, and it's a beautiful baby pink with some shimmer in it, so you don't even have to put on a highlighter afterwards. And I'm going to put that on the apples of my cheeks and then work it back towards my hairline. And for lips, I'm using the famous Angel from MAC, which Kim Kardashian made famous. And I'm just patting it on. So this is a finished look, and I thought it was just really pretty and girly and feminine, simple. And actually, if you guys watched the FAWN Google Hangout yesterday, and if you didn't, or if you want to see it, it is on the FAWN channel, and I also have it in my favorites. And I was reading the comments on the video because I'm nosy like that, and I like to be all up in the mix and see what everyone's saying and stuff. So I was on there, and a lot of people were complaining and saying that, you know, why are there so many Asian girls on there, and why didn't you put some Latinas on there? And I just thought it was so funny because I'm not Asian, I'm Mexican, and I don't know if people thought I was Asian because they were saying that there was like 3 or 4 Asian girls on there, which would mean that I would have to be one of them. And I just thought it was so funny because I'm not even Asian, and little do they know that I'm far from it. I'm Mexican, which is like not even close. And it's funny, and it just makes me laugh because I've always been mistaken for being Asian, and which is not even a bad thing. I mean, I think Asian women are beautiful, so I don't care when people think that I'm Asian. But comment below if you guys thought that I was Asian, because I'm just interested in finding out, because I just think it's so funny. Anyway, enough about that. So thank you guys for watching as always, and I hope you like this look. And even if you guys are younger and you're going to prom, this would actually be a really nice prom look for you too. So hopefully you found this helpful, and thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye!